The end behavior of the polynomial p of x, where it is a sub n times x raised to the n plus a bunch of other stuff, and we really don't concerned about the end result, we're just focused on the first term here, is determined by the degree n, which is the highest exponent power here, and the sign of the leading coefficient an, which is just the coefficient of that leading term here. When you know these two things, you can figure out the end behaviors of a polynomial graph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 4 possible end behaviors of polynomial graphs. And it all comes from the fact of knowing what the leading coefficient is and knowing what the highest exponent power is. So if p of x has an odd degree, which means its highest exponent is odd, and has a positive leading coefficient, you will have a graph that looks kind of like this, where it starts off low, somewhere down here. It will go up and do something in the middle, not sure what, don't really care, because we're talking about the end behaviors. And then it's going to shoot up and go up here, like so. So remember, you always read a graph from left to right. So if it has an odd degree and a positive leading coefficient for the leading term, it's going to start low, move up, and then end high. Start low, end high. Remember, from left to right is how you read a graph. Next, if p of x has an odd degree, its leading degree, its highest degree is odd, and its leading coefficient is negative, that means our graph from left to right is going to start high, go down, do something, and then end by going down. It's going to start high and end low. So again, from left to right, starts high, goes down, and ends low if the degree is odd and the leading coefficient is negative. Now, if p of x has an even degree, its highest exponent is even, and its leading coefficient is positive, it's going to start high, go down, do something, and then end high. So it's going to start up here, go down, do something, and then go back up. It's going to start high and end high if it is an even degree with a positive leading coefficient. And last, if p of x is an even degree and has a negative leading coefficient, it's going to start low, go up, do something, and then go back down. So if your degree is even and your leading coefficient is negative, it's going to start low, go up, and then end low. So these are your 2 options for even degrees and positive leading coefficient, and even degrees with negative leading coefficient, and odd degree with a positive coefficient, and odd degree with a negative coefficient.